Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Reser Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here have been ready for this clash since early this morning. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Stoneburner. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Oregon State will be in a hole thanks to that short return. They've met in the so-called Toilet Bowl, and they've played to go to the Rose Bowl. It's run the gamut, but this one is always intense.
Yeah, Reese, I called that game back in 2009 where the winner was going to go to the Rose Bowl and had a chance to really feel the electricity and the excitement at Autzen Stadium that day. This really is a tremendous rivalry.
And even when a Rose Bowl isn't on the line, Oregon State just feels good. The in-state rivalry, the hate, it's always a good matchup.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. The play action fake. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. And the Beavers will hustle to the line. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
On second down, looking to throw. And that pass is intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's going to go up top. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you've got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Caught behind the line. It's Fung. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They'll try the run. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Looking to go up top on first down. Get it out on the screen. Puts him in the spinner and moves on. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
He's right on target. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Bought a little time. Lets it go. It's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Stoneburner. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
On second down, just keeps firing. They'll run the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the gun, the give, looking for room. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. The Beavers want to move quickly. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Makes a move. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Oregon.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up, and this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you could see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Movement here from the tight end. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets a block. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you wanted. The offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing right back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Trying to get to him. Catch in the middle. It's Morton. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Now from inside the red zone. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Never a doubt. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. One more snap coming before halftime. The hand to the running back. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, from Corvallis to Eugene, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases in this always contentious battle between the Ducks and Beavers. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
The Beavers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Trying to escape and get it himself. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nicely disciplined by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
They're setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackle.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Catch in the middle, it's Morton.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Open space at the 25. Afterburners coming. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Ducks!
Number 3.
You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays. down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Beavers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Scrambling away. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got his man. Touchdown, Beavers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner will be knocked down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive.
Open runway ahead. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Oregon!
Number 86.
It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good. But Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Oregon State, 17.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Out of the shotgun on third down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound understanding what they were seeing and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Beavers want to crank the tempo. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's going to run it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, 1st down. They want to run it left here. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Yeah, and another good run. What's new, though? I mean, this dude, 150 on the dot. That is a great day at the office. He's been really, really good all game long, and it's no secret why they can't.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
He finds his man. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Shoots it to the left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Beavers headed quickly to the line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the
and here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Line getting set on second down. They want that clock to run. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I love the play call. Get it to the running back, chew up some yards so you make third down more manageable. 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, Jesse. Now as a quarterback, I can be successful.
Yeah, and I think the play worked in part because the defense was expecting pass and that down and distance. So it begs the question now on 3rd and long again, might the offense go back to handing it off to their explosive playmaker at the running back position?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. The 50. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oregon State. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Pass to 30. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
On the option. He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Now the pitch. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Just about set to kick it away.
Oregon State, 20.
He'll bring it out. It's Stoneburner. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it.
He's taking the shot. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. You know what's great about rivalry games?